Hey everybody, I am Vanessa Richardson. That is Paul Gallant. We are Vanessa and Gallant. We're on ESPN 97.5, 92.5, Twitch, and the ESPN app every day from 10 a.m. Central to noon. And we're going to touch on something that we talked about a lot on our show today. It's a topic that I know we've talked about ad nauseum. But there was some new info today. So the deposition of Deshaun Watson is supposed to possibly be pushed back and delayed because not all 22 accusers have been deposed yet. So despite those new reports, Twitter rumors, of course, rampant about Washington's potential interest in Deshaun. Saturday, radio host Dan Sileo tweeted that the Commanders have offered the Texans Chase Young, a first and second round pick this year, plus a third pick next year. If you're the Texans, do you pull the trigger on this deal, Paul? If so, why or why not?
It's a good question, and let's remove the fact that Dan Sileo often puts things out like this and there's no truth behind it.
Not a fan.
I used to intern for Dan Sileo. He was very nice to me, but I'm not sure how much stock I'm going to put into this. It feels like it came as a result of a mailbag on The Athletic. But if this trade is put on the table, even with Chase Young nursing a torn ACL, I want to get a real player. I want a real return. I don't want something in theory or in principle. A first-round draft pick looks nice and cute, and all the people online go bananas over the idea that the Texans could potentially have a couple of first-round picks in the top 15 if they're able to trade Laramie Tunsil as well or something like that. But I want to get something that I know is definitively going to work in the NFL, right. A guy that has proven himself. Chase Young has done that. So guys like Chase Young, who could be the linchpin of your defense for the foreseeable future, assuming that they bounce back from an injury, yeah, I'm 100% for it. I want to get someone that I know can play as opposed to the idea, the potential, a lottery ticket with one of those early round draft picks.
I think that so much of this, Paul, is going to be determined by what happens this afternoon and within the next coming days with the depositions. One thing that I think the national media and a lot of people forget is that Deshaun Watson has a no trade clause, meaning if he doesn't want to go somewhere, he doesn't have to go there. It doesn't matter if Nick Caserio and Washington make a deal or the Eagles and the Texans make a deal. Deshaun gets to pick if he doesn't want to go somewhere. So with that no trade clause, he can veto any trade. Do you think he would even accept a trade to the Commanders, or if that's even on his radar?
You know, I'm trying to think about what's the worst case scenario for Deshaun Watson if he starts playing for the Washington Commanders. Number one, he sets foot on that field and he tears his ACL Robert Griffin III style. Right. Their field is an absolute dumpster fire. Number two, he could be walking throughout the Commanders Stadium, and speaking of number two could fall on him from the ceiling above because we saw fans got a nice little poop shower when they were in the stands.
They did get a poop shower.
Right. Now, if he survives that, theoretically, banisters could fall on him as he walks into the tunnel the same way that they fell on Jalen Hurts. And on top of that, since Washington football team / the Commanders has a bit of a sexual harassment problem going on, I guess he could theoretically be sexually harassed as well. So, you look at that organization, Vanessa, yeah, I want no part of Washington Commanders and their lame nickname. I would want to go somewhere where I feel like it's going to be well run. And all I can think of when I think of young quarterbacks in that Washington franchise is that they saw Robert Griffin III injured, put him in a playoff game in a situation where they probably weren't going to win. He gets hurt. His career is never the same. If I'm Watson, I don't feel very good at all about the idea of playing there.
And I think that when you look at what Deshaun Watson has made clear is important to him, I don't know if the Washington Commanders certainly fall to that, which, by the way, I think they should have kept the name the Washington football team, but that is neither here nor there.